Hey guys, me again with another YouTube video. Today we're going to be looking at part 3 of the M4-PDW instructions by BJI Industries. This is the Mark IV version, or the real-life version that I have, and today we're going to be looking at the upper receiver of the weapon, and you're going to need a lot of inverted slope pieces and slope pieces, so just to make certain that you do have them, and not the 3-stud wide either. I'm talking about the 2-stud wide. So yeah, make sure you have plenty of those because you will be needing a ton. So to start off with, we're going to build I guess we'll build the bolt first. So this is the actual bolt itself. This is what you pull on, and then this piece here is the shell ejection port. So this is your bolt, and then this is your charging handle, and when you pull back on this, this exposes your chamber basically. So this is the magic of most of the weapon in my hand right here. So basically what you're going to do is take and build, I can get it apart. An 8-stud long piece like this that's 2 studs wide and only 2 studs high. And basically it's just 2 flat plates squished together, and then a 2x8x1 that sits right up on top of it, and that's most of your bolt right there. And the actual charging handle itself looks something like this, and this is a 2x16 that goes all the way out the back here, and then this is a 2x6, and then you add another layer on top of that like so, but it actually doesn't go to the charging handle. So as you can see here, the black is the 2x16 part, but this yellow piece does not extend back here onto this piece. So this is 2 studs high, and then on the 3rd layer up, you add all these smooth pieces. I obviously didn't have enough smooth pieces to go through and get all of it done, so go ahead and just keep adding as many smooth pieces as you want up on top of here. It'll add more rigidity and strength to the bolt itself. And then the charging handle is pretty simple to build. It's a 2x6 on bottom, and then this circle there, and a circle here, with another 2x6 up on top. Oops, crap, put that on the wrong one. And then it pushes together so that the black piece in there is the 2x16 part that you see here, but this piece doesn't extend out over it. And then just for decoration, you can take one of these pieces and put it so that it slopes kind of that way on it. And then you put the 2x8 piece that you made right in the front, and that's your bolt, and your bolt carrier, your charging handle, and all your magic happens in this piece. If you guys want to know how to make a bolt and charging handle, pay attention. This is the basic concept for pretty much every Lego bolt and charging handle, is just this. Now you're going to actually work on the upper receiver shell, which houses this piece. To start off with, you're going to make one of these pieces, and this is a 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22 stud long piece, and it's got the bottom blue layer here so that they fit together like so. So it's 2 studs high, and I actually broke this piece right here where you can see this tidbit of yellow. I actually broke that piece while taking it apart, and it's kind of unfortunate. Did I just feel that vibrate, or was it my arm moving? I think it was my arm moving. I think we're still recording. I really hope I do, because this was a pain in the ass to take apart. So be lucky that I'm actually doing this video. So like I said, this is 2 studs high like so. You're going to have a 4x6 stud, and you're going to want to put that on bottom like so, and then a 2x4 piece goes there, and then a 4x4 piece goes there, and then I finish it off with a 4x10 piece, so that you have 2 studs high, and then you have these 4 pieces down below it, so that it looks something like this. Okay, this is going to be basically what you start building everything else off of, so have this in your hand and be prepared. So we're going to start at the back here and work our way forward. Our back is signified by the 4x6, and then our front is the 4x10 piece. So to start off on the side, starting with the back all the way forward, you're going to fill it up with these slope pieces. So it just gets filled all the way up. All the way, so that you have this endless seam on the front here. And then in the middle at the front, you're going to take a 2x2 block and put it there. So you have this so far with the 2x2 block in the front. And then starting in the front again, you're going to take and put that piece there. But instead of putting any slope pieces here, you're going to take this 1x6 and simply set it up so that it fits just like so. So in case you're wondering, this is the right side of the gun and this is the left side of the gun. Your shell ejection port is going to be right about here in this region, which is why there's no slope pieces up on top of here. And then in the amount of room that you have between here, you're just going to fill it up with the slope bricks once more. So there you have it. You have one side full of slopes and then the other side isn't full of slopes. And if you're a left-handed shooter and the shell ejection port is on the left side of the gun, all you got to do is switch around the front so that this side simply looks like this side and this side looks like this side. That's all you got to do to switch around the shell ejection port. It's not too hard of a process, and I'm sure you guys can figure it out if you're a left-handed shooter. So yeah, this is what you got so far. This back piece is open, but the front piece is not. Be wary of that. And you're going to flip it over so that you see this groove on the inside. You're going to then take your bolt, and you're going to flip that over as well. And it sits inside that groove. If I can get mine to go in. Some of the pieces are just kind of sticking. So sometimes you might have to start at the back and just kind of wiggle it through, and it will get in just like so. And obviously it lays flat, or the bolt is flat in there because it's 3 studs high, but it should move freely. Just make sure it moves freely before you do anything else, because if it doesn't move freely, then you've done something wrong and you need to go back and fix it. So if it moves freely up to here, perfect. That's all you really need. And then to keep this in place while you're working on it, we're going to build the back piece here. So in my hand I have the back piece, and basically what you're going to do is you're going to take 2 of these 2x2 plates, stack them up on top of each other. You're going to take 2 4x2 plates and stack them up on top of each other. Obviously I had to improvise down here. And then in the middle you're going to do flat pieces with no studs up on top, and then on the sides you're going to do pieces with studs up on top. And then the 2 2x2 plates go on bottom here, so that you have a piece that looks similar to this, with studs on the side, but no studs in the middle. And then starting in the back of the MOC where the charging handle is, this piece simply fits right there. And that will hold your bolt in place for the rest of the build. And you can see basically how the bolt works is you just pull back on here and it slides back evenly. So moving on, we're going to start in the front and work our way back. So we're going to start in the front, middle, and basically what you're going to need is a Technic 3-pin, doesn't matter if it's a friction or frictionless, and then 2 of these Technic pieces, and you're going to do this a very specific way. Watch how I do this. And by the way, you can also do this with the axle piece and then a 3 long axle, or a 3-stud long axle. But there's always a little rim here that blocks it from going a certain direction. So you're going to want to put that in the middle of this block, and then put the other block on the end, so that if you pull on it from this direction, it can't go past the block here. And then that goes right there in the middle on the front, not on the back. Make sure you're working on the front. And then off to the side, where the shell ejection port is, you put a 2x2 block. Then, leaving the 6 studs here open for your shell ejection port, you start. What am I doing? Alright, you start with a 2x3 going there, a 1x1 going right there, 1x6 goes up there, 1x4 goes there. Another 1x6 piece goes right here. A 2x2 right there. A 1x1 right in there, so that fits. And then cap it off with your 2x3 right there. So then you have another wall built, but again it's hollow where that black is, so that your bolt can move back. Then you're going to build another wall on this side, exactly the same, except there's not going to be any space here, and there's going to be one slight difference, so please make sure that you're paying attention to see this slight difference. So you're going to take this 1x6 and put it here, this 1x8 and put it right there, and then to finish off that one row, you take your 1x6 and put it right there. Then starting in the back, you take a 1x4, put it there, a 1x2 and put it there, another 1x4, put it there, 1x4. You're going to skip a space of 1 stud, and I'll explain that later in the next layer that we build. And then you're going to take and finish off this layer. So now then you have a space of 1 stud there, you have your working bolts, you have your shell ejection port exposed on this side, and then you have your flat bricks and your rail system up on top. Now then we're going to work on the last layer of this part of the MOC, and it's basically just the bottom part of what you're seeing here. So again, we're going to start in the front, in the middle. You're going to take another 2x2 block, and it simply goes right there. An inverted slope, like I said, inverted, and it goes right there on the other side of the shell ejection port, so that it fits the shape just like so. You have a pin sticking out here, make sure of that, and your shell ejection port is coming together quite nicely. You're going to then finish off this side with inverted slopes. Just like so. And again, this should move freely. Your shell ejection port is open, and then there should be a stud here. So then on this side, there's going to be a few things different, and the one thing that I do need to point out is you're going to build your bolt catch, and basically what this is 2 of these pieces, a Technic pin that's 3 spaces long, and it goes in 1 piece like so. You're going to then take one of these pieces and just push it in and push it in once more, and then take your other 2 circled piece and push it right there, and that will fit like so. And then you're going to have a 1x1 on the side, and this piece simply sits right there where that groove is, and then your 1x1 piece fits in the hole that's between the 2 here. So you can't see the bolt when it moves, basically. So just make sure that groove piece is there, and you'll have no worries. And then on all the other room here, you're going to just simply fill it up with slopes, inverted slopes. I have a feeling that I started off on the wrong foot here. Crap. Did I not? I don't really know. Alright, let's do this a different way. Yeah, no, this feels right now. Yeah. Alright, so that's your upper receiver finished. And that's pretty basic. It has a curve to it. It's got the pin sticking out the front here. It's got the bolt catch on the side. On this very top piece, if you put 1x2 plates every other one, you'll make your completed rail system. Like I said, it's got the charging handle back here. And then you got your shell ejection port up here. Obviously, you're going to want some type of sight up here. Mine's pretty basic. It's just an axle piece with these two notches in the back and the jumper plates up underneath it. And it sits simply right about there. And it's got one of the decorative pieces in front of it. And it just makes for a pretty basic sight. So put this piece back on. So that's your upper receiver finished and built. Go ahead and get this built and you guys should be good. So yeah, I'll see you guys in another video. Thanks for watching. Remember to comment, rate, and subscribe for more videos like this one. I'll see you guys later. Thanks for watching.